Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 10 of House 5 of the Drifter Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And in the last part, they got their home, and now it is another work day for Edward, but Emmeline still has the day off, so she will have some time to do some things around the house. And I do want to try and see if we can get any strawberries, which I have to say tends to take me a while. Usually. So she's going to clean up her things, and then I'm actually going to, let's check her hygiene. It's actually okay, but she does need to go to the bathroom, so we'll just have her go here because it's closer, and they did try for a baby. They're not going to bother taking a pregnancy test because I don't know if she's pregnant. I don't want her to get sad because then it'll make it hard for us to try again if we need to, if she isn't pregnant. So we'll just look for the signs like I usually do. Edward, you need to go to the bathroom too, and since I sent her to that close one, you can go over here to this one. And then maybe take a thoughtful shower. They no longer say what you need to do, like what mood you need to be in when you go to like the regular careers. Unlike, I think with some of the other careers, they still do. But let's see, where's her needs? But it used to be thought inspired for this career, so I'm gonna just go with it. I'm gonna have her take a thoughtful shower just like I'm having him do that, and then she may as well clean out. Do we have a maid? We probably don't have a maid because we would never have needed to have a maid come. Do they have free services? Let me check. She doesn't, and I can't imagine I would have got it for him. No, we don't have free services, but do I want to spend money on free services? The house isn't that dirty yet, so maybe we'll wait. I usually do like to get it once we have a baby or a toddler in the house, essentially. So you're just going to clean out that spoiled food, and then you are going to cook some food because we need some more in the house. I noticed there's very little in the fridge, and we're not going to use fresh ingredients because I don't know what quality the things are that are in her inventory, but maybe we'll make some eggs and toast in a party size in hopes that it will become excellent because she's not very high in her cooking skill, I have to say. So I'm guessing he's off to work. Yep. So we're going to have him work hard because we need him to get promoted. And hopefully it doesn't get too tense from that, but I do find they tend to get a little bit tense. So she's going to make some food here. Let's go fast because we don't need to be slow with this. And she's thinking about her grandmother. Those black fumes didn't look very good, I have to say. So there we go. And it is excellent. Very good. So we now have some food in the fridge. And you want to go paint? That's fine. I'm going to put you back over onto your painting aspiration. There we go. And you want to view a piece of art? Well, I'm sure we can do that. But let's fingers crossed, since you did this on your own. Probably we're going to say no. Because usually I find they end up giving some juicy tidbit and then they get all playful and stuff. And I don't want her to get playful because then I have to spend time getting her unplayful, calming her down, essentially. So that was not a masterpiece, but it was still worth the fair amount. At what point do we want? Do we have? All right, let's view the inventory here. So we have this one, and it's actually only $11.86. So if we're gonna sell anything, we're better to sell this one on here, and have her sell like on the street gallery, and then just have her sell this particular one instead because it's not worth as much. So we'll start seeing what they are. Maybe $2,000 will be where we start putting them on there, or masterpieces that are $1,500 or whatever. So she's really painting up the storm. Now this is not worth anything, Emmeline, and it's not a masterpiece. Well, it's worth 462 simoleons, but that's pretty low. So we'll let her finish. And there's Patchy, who now can come in the house. So what's he doing? He's on the computer, of course. Of course, because before we had the door locked a lot, and so he couldn't come into our little house. But now we have a bigger house, and he can come in. It's actually kind of pretty, and it's not worth very much either. So we're going to admire it because she wants to, and we'll see. Yeah, it did tick that, so that's good. And she wants to record a video with the drone. I suppose we could. We're going to sell that to the art gallery, and we may as well sell that to the art gallery and sell this to the art gallery. And then why don't you actually, I think the track, it was poor, the one I had her do. So I just wanted to show that. So I normally, if they're poor, I just sell them because they end up getting so many in their inventory anyways. I don't really want her to, keep poor ones in her inventory, and I'm not going to release poor ones either. So we're going to have her, no, we don't want to go over there. Thanks. Thanks, Dad. You're welcome to come here. We're okay with that, but we don't really want to go there. And we even have a home now that you can come visit us in, better than what we had. Before, we just had some walls that weren't decorated anything at all. So I'm just hoping she gets to level. Oh, speaking of which, I actually bred the frogs, and luckily it's in her inventory. We got a leopard. We had a leopard frog, and I managed to get a second leopard frog. So now we have leopard frogs, which are worth 100 each, which is better than what we had before. Obviously not the best you can get in terms of the value of frogs, but still, that's the third. Oh, look at this. He had his promotion. Yay. He needs some fun, though. He needs to create paintings. Now they're both the same level, because I think that's what he is. She is. She is. So we're going to, because he needs some fun, we're going to have him cloud gaze, because that will help get him inspired and give him some fun. And then I might actually take them to the park, because they can do painting and stuff over there. But we'll let him do this here first, and maybe hope for Patchy to go back on his perch before we take them over to the park. Oh, speaking of which, I guess those frogs were in her inventory, and they could be swapped over. I'm not seeing any signs that she's pregnant, so they're probably going to have to try again. So we're going to breed the frogs over here, and I think it was probably too recently that I won't be able to breed them in her inventory. Yes. So they're out of sync at the moment, but I'm sure they'll get in sync quick enough. So I'm just waiting for her to get one level up, and then I'm going to burn that track and see if we have any more luck with this particular one. And she's only fine. She was confident when she started, and now she's fine. Okay, so she's leveled up. So we're going to burn that track. And then, is it any good, Emmeline? Normal. Normal is okay. I will do normal. So you're going to release that. Oh, there our dad came over, and now she's confident. And is Patchy back? Yes, he is back on. So I actually might put Patchy in here, because what I might do is I'm going to go into build mode, and I'm going to add a ceiling to this, and then I am going to extend this out and extend this out. Did that go far enough? It did. And then I'm going to take this. Oh, that's actually a room. I can't do that. We're copying this, turning it, place it, and make it smaller, in hopes that it'll fit here. And then I'll make it bigger. It was 3. I should have counted that first, then I wouldn't have had to do that. And then I'm going to grab some pillars and place them here to be support, even though we don't really need it, but so that it looks like they have support. So there we go. So we have some support, and we have it extended, and we have a covered area there. And that means that I like to have Patchy protected, because I've had him get struck by lightning. So I usually don't like to have him out just randomly. I'm just trying to see. And that also means when they go put the garbage out there, it's protected too. I guess maybe I can't have him really on an angle. Maybe I'll just have him like this. I just like him on an angle. Maybe we'll move the garbage can and stick him over here. Yeah, that's better to have him there. And then just put the garbage can there. That's fine, because then it's close enough to the kitchen. It's actually closer over here, but if I have it here, then when people come, they might rummage through and dump the garbage out and stuff like that. And I really don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm not doing that. So she's going to release that. We'll hit play so she can do that. She's done that. So that's good. And let us, how is your fun? I know you're inspired from doing that. We got pretty high. And of course, he loves the outdoors. So, cloud gazing and stuff is really, really extra good for him. And she's going to grab something to eat. It's still pretty early for them to be as tired as they are. So it might be good for us to, like I said, take them out to the park. And then they can get their needs up a little bit. One rallying of the troops so that they can stay up a little bit longer and they'll go to bed a little later and still be in reasonable shape for work, especially because he has to do some painting to, help him along with his career. So I'm going to take them to the park and I will be back when they get there. So we're here. We're going to start a gathering and we are going to rally the troops. Oh, she's already full. But we're only going to rally the troops once because I do want them to go to bed tonight. That's not really, my goal wasn't for them to not ever have to go to bed, just not to. So we're going to have her do a landscape painting and we will do the same with him. There we go. So that they can work on their, they can double. They can work on their aspiration and they can also, he can get his work done for work that he needs to do. And hopefully get a masterpiece while they're at it, which is why I'm doing landscapes, because they're lower. Oh, look, he got it. And he's at 3 of 5. Yay. And that's worth $2,089. So we're going to put that there. And you're going to do, I do like to switch it up, so we're going to do a medium classic painting this time. And she's liking the wind chimes. Does he hear? Is he close enough? He is close enough. He's liking the weird wind chimes too. And he likes being outside because there's not actually a full roof. It's kind of open, I guess, because I guess that's not counting as a roof. Because I know if you have a roof, even though ostensibly it looks like they're outside, it won't count for those. And she did not have a masterpiece. And it's only worth 12 whatever. So we're going to sell that to the art gallery. And we're going to have her do another landscape painting. And we can breed the frog in her inventory now. I don't know whether we'll be able to breed it in his, but we'll swap it over to his because he'll obviously be the one who gets to... Oh, we can. So they're back on they're back on schedule with each other for the moment. So let's see what the paintings in his inventory are actually worth. So this is worth a lot and this is not worth very much. So we can have him probably sell that. I probably had that. And this probably is one he needs to finish painting. He must have been painting it, say, here at the park, and I dragged it into his inventory. Or he might have been painting it at home before I placed the new house down and I dragged it in. I thought I had put it into the home inventory, so this might be one from a park from another day. Well, that was not a masterpiece, and it's only worth $5.58. So we're going to sell to Art Gallery. And let's see. Yep, you may as well do that. That's your painting that you can resume painting it. You may as well. And how are you? Did you get your work done for the day? You did. So he's got everything he needs done and to do in terms of this. And so he's good to go for that. For his work, I should say. And I don't think I got a pop-up that was a masterpiece either. So you can just come over here and sell to the art gallery. And then I'm not really sure what I really want you to do. Why don't we see whether we can befriend this scarecrow at all? Oh, except for that, Edward is done and is not worth very much. So you're going to, it's so poor. Looks like he can only sell it to the collector. I think because he must have started a long time ago when his painting was quite low. So I'm going to take them home because it looks like Edward needs to eat and look after his needs. And I did say I was only going to rally the troops once. And I've already done that. So I'll be back when they get home. So they're home and they're both confident. So we could have him. Why don't we just have him get leftovers like he was doing? And then with Emmeline, I'm going to take her to the bathroom. I'm going to have them try for a baby again because I'm not really noticing signs that she's pregnant. So But I didn't want to try too many times because sometimes, well, after the last set that I had triplets from doing that. It doesn't usually happen, so I should probably just ignore that. And, when you're done, Emmeline, why don't you, we're going to try and buy some seed. Well, first, let's go check in on our Patchy. Why don't we ask for gardening tips, and then we are going to check pockets for seeds. We can also put some easels out here. And maybe some wind chimes, perhaps, because they both seem to like the wind chimes, so that's good. I can't say it helped. Sometimes I find they get more masterpieces with them, or better quality paintings, but I can't say particularly I noticed anything with that at the park. So I'm not sure what we got that was new, because I'm not seeing a little new thing. I know she jumped up like she got something, so I'm not sure. And why don't you come over here and produce a new track? And are you sitting in front of the fridge eating that food? Why don't you go? I don't want you actually. I meant to go sit down. Don't stand by the fridge. Are you gonna go sit there when you have the food, or are you gonna go sit after you're finished? I guess the fridge is not that close to the table, so I have to tell them. Because in my last house, they often sat down just autonomously and didn't stand in front of the fridge. But I've also seen reports that Sims are standing in front of the fridge a lot more. So perhaps when I have, when they do have a family, I'll put the food out for them to get. And so he's done that. So we're going to have him come over here and ask for gardening tips and check pockets for seeds. And we'll see whether we get the strawberries that I want. Though it's not as important because I can control everybody in the next house. But I'm used to having a female as my heir, so I'm just going to continue that trend. Try to, I should say. And we got Christmas roses. So I'm going to go in here and purchase seeds. So strawberries are an uncommon spring plant. So we can order spring plants, and he's not high enough, or it's not on here, period, to go do that. So we're going to get 5 seasonal spring plants, and then we'll have him open those. We'll open one, and then you can go use the bathroom since you needed to, and then open another one when you're finished. Oh, we got strawberries. Let's open. We may as well open the rest. See if we get any more strawberries. So far, no. Nope. No more strawberries. I'm just trying to... We'll put one here. And we may as well plant those carrots. The carrot that we got. And the crocuses, because that's actually useful in case we decide to do... Do we have roses? I'll assume we don't. So we'll just put those in the planter over there. And we'll worry about the rest later. Let's see, where he's about to go watch TV. No, you can come over here and plant those. And I'm going to double check where you are on the gardening aspiration. Freelance botanist. You don't really need to plant anything. Do you need to plant anything, Emmeline? Oh, you need to actually burn that track. And you can't release it. That's fine. Let's check what quality it is. So this is the new one, and it's normal. No, that's released already, so that's not it. They're showing them both. Oh, that's poor. Bye-bye. You're going to go in the garbage. So what I want to do with her is double check if I've done the vampire. Yeah, I have done all of that. So I'm going to leave her over. I'm going to have her cook one more. Let's see her energy. Actually, I'm not going to do anything with her. They're going to try for a baby and go to bed. And I'm actually going to leave this part here. And I'll be back probably in the morning with the next part, unless something happens overnight between now and then. So that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.